Human development is a multidisciplinary science of how and why people change at different stages of life over time. Throughout this course, we looked at the biological, cognitive, and psychosocial development of human beings. The scientific method was a major topic presented in each chapter. Now, at the end of the course, it is clear to see that the scientific method is used to explore, assess, and explain the different stages of human development. Another major idea discussed was nature versus nurture. Personally, it helped me to understand myself better and why it is I have certain ways of thinking which I believe are dedicated to epigenetics, and why I react or think to situations is more dictated by genetics. Throughout the duration of the course, we got to explore human development through the different psychoanalytic behaviors, cognitive humanism, and evolutionary theories. Our genes are the foundation of our lifespan development. From conception of our mother's ovum and father's birth, we become a zygote, a bundle of DNA or a blueprint of genotypes and phenotypes of who we are and what we might become. If we survive the crazy roller coaster through the germinal, embryonic, and fetal periods to become born naturally or with a little medical assistance, a healthy, happy newborn that was hopefully not exposed prenatally to any teratogens. In the first 2 years of life, we do most of our growing, doubling in weight by 4 months and tripling by a year. Not to mention that our little brains go from 25% at birth to 75% adult weight by age 2. Infants learn quick and make their way through monthly milestones and make their way through Piaget's 6 sensory motor intelligence stages. Infants are eager communicators, picking up 100 to 500 words by age 2. The healthcare system has also grown and saved many mother and baby lives. The debate now is whether to vaccinate, breastfeed, and where babies should sleep. Emotional development is another major milestone. Infants express emotions as soon as birth. Emotions are developed with the help of looking to parents and cultural social referencing to see and understand the best way of expressing. Infants are social and require interaction. This helps the development of attachment. Freud and Erikson have a list of stages to progress through. Behaviors say they learn through reinforcement and repetition. Cognitive theory says that learning means creating working methods based on experiences that change over time, or maybe learning is best in an infant daycare. As development progresses, we enter early childhood where the body changes and grows some more and motor skills are refined. We should focus on nutrition and set children up for healthy futures with good habits. Language and brain functions become more advanced as we move through Piaget's pre-operational thought, then Vygotsky's theory that learning is a social interaction in different environments. Children develop theories and language picks up speed. In this age is the optimal time for mastering multiple languages. Educational programs at home or school help to advance cognitive and social skills. Emotions are a work in progress and regulation becomes more consistent. Playtime is important in teaching social interactions and skills not learned from parents. Parents are also challenged, and their style dictates their child's emotional and psychosocial development. Children now begin to learn right and wrong. Middle childhood is a period of mental and physical growth. From ages 6 to 11, Piaget says it is a time of concrete operational thought. Vygotsky says culture has an effect on what and how children learn. Physical and mental skills become faster, smoother, and refined. This is a time when it is discovered if children have challenges such as ADHD or dyslexia, or that a child is exceptionally talented or gifted. Children develop self-concepts and strive for autonomy, but family still plays a big role in psychosocial development. Many skills are learned from peers, who can also cause stress when bullying or rejection occur. Puberty sends the body through a whirlwind of physical and mental changes, with primary and secondary sex characteristics developing. Emotions are on high alert. This can be a difficult and confusing time, which can cause mental health issues such as depression and eating disorders. The brain is growing but not ripe yet. Teens take many risks, such as on the internet or thinking they are invincible without thinking about the consequences. In Piaget's terms, adolescents' thinking is now formal operational. They are focused on themselves and search to find their religious, political, vocational, romantic, and sexual identity. And peers tend to have more influence than parents, and with all the changes happening, most teens become sad and or angry. If not dealt with properly, this could lead to bigger problems such as self-harm, delinquency, or drug use and abuse. Emerging adults usually have strong, healthy bodies, but are more willing to take risks. They develop more flexible thinking, post-formal operational thought, and start to understand themselves better. They are also more liberal and independent than in earlier times. This is the optimal time for hard work and reproduction. In adulthood, things such as metabolism start to slow down because of senescence, but most adults are still strong and capable. Alcohol and prescription medication use and abuse are still a problem. Appearances change, hormones decrease, and the brain starts to decline. Sexual satisfaction increases for some, and infertility increases for others, with the norm being later marriages and postponing starting a family. Many have to turn to IVF for fertility issues. Others start families before marriage. As people age, they tend to focus on and optimize development in certain things and compensate for a decline in others. By now, personality has been established and consists of 5 traits. As Erikson and Maslow state, adults become closer to their culture's ideals. People still are looking for a lifelong romantic partner, and those divorced are looking to remarry. Adults are intrinsic and extrinsic satisfaction through generativity success, achieving an instrumental. Generativity is most commonly expressed through parenthood. People in late adulthood are happy and healthy and active. This is a group growing as life expectancy is increasing and birth rates are declining. Some people dread aging and others embrace it. This age group has less sex but has more sexual satisfaction through hugging and kissing. Physical and mental losses are mitigated by selective optimization with compensation. The brain begins to shrink, affecting memory. Brain and vascular diseases are a lot more common, such as Alzheimer's. Aside from all the negative, elders are very creative and philosophical. They review their lives and focus on the positive, achieving Maslow's self-actualization or Erikson's integrity versus despair. The elderly have wisdom and insight to share. Although some people in late adulthood are frail and need help with their ADLs, 1 in 3 older adults continue to work after retirement age and are self-sufficient and prefer to maintain autonomy. Older adults find pleasure and happiness in close relationships, romantic partners, and their grandchildren.